Hello, my name is Ralph. Welcome to another video on my channel Southwest Venturer, where I'll be showing some great sights in the American Southwest. In this video, I hiked to the Orient Mine in the northern part of the San Luis Valley in Colorado. This is the largest bat cave in Colorado. The cave itself is an abandoned mine shaft that suffered a cave-in where some people lost their lives. The property is owned by the Orient Land Trust, and there are two entrances to the bat cave. In this video, I'll be exploring the entrance that is free and open to the public. A four-wheel drive vehicle with some clearance is recommended when taking this route. The road to the mine heads east from where Highway 285 and Highway 17 meet. Just north of this is Poncha Pass, with the town of Salida nearby. As you turn to the east, you'll be heading toward the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, and further to the south from here is the Great Sand Dunes. The first part of this road is paved, but it quickly turns into a gravel road. This road is labeled as GG. From the turnoff to the four-wheel trail is roughly a 20-minute drive, and for some reason, as you get closer, you'll start to see boots and shoes on the fence posts. And I'm not totally sure why they do this, but from what I read, it may be a practice by the ranchers to keep coyotes at bay. And as you head further down the road, be aware that the turnoff for the mine has no signage. So if you blink, you'll miss it. And the trail here, it starts off looking pretty good, but it gets worse as you go. It overall, it's not that bad, and it's probably a beginner four-wheel trail. And depending on the weather, though, it could be pretty rough. The trail is not maintained, so you will see some washouts and pretty large rocks in the road. And as you climb an elevation here, you will see unparalleled views of this valley. And this place has a reputation of having some of the prettiest sunsets around. Be aware that this place is owned by the Orient Land Trust, and the alternate entrance is through their property, which is a clothing optional hot spring resort. They do allow naturists to hike the trail with no clothing. Just a warning if you're not comfortable with that. There was only one person behind me that had no clothes during this hike. As the hike begins, there are some points with signage that will tell you a little bit about the history of the area and the town that used to be there. There were mainly immigrants working in the iron mine, and they would even use the nearby hot springs. The other entrance is through the Orient Land Trust property, which you would have to pay a fee. You may also get turned away, as the property has a capacity, and once the capacity is reached, they will only allow certain levels of members who donate. The actual trek is all uphill. If you are pretty out of shape or have any type of walking disability, it could be pretty difficult. There are some bathrooms if you enter from the four-wheel trail, and they will be right where you intersect with the main trail. It is a beautiful hike, but beware that there could be mountain lions and even bears. I did see a large brown bear last month, so be careful with anything like food, and just be aware of your surroundings. It's always better to hike in a group. So definitely stop and take in some of the views. You can see all the way to the San Juan Mountains to the west and the La Garita Wilderness area. Camping in this area is wonderful. You get unhindered views of the stars, being many miles from the city lights. This lookout area has some exhilarating views, and the trail levels off here as you approach the mine. The main season to see these migratory bats is during the mid to late summer. The colony will be at its largest. The Brazilian free-tailed bats make up a majority of the bats in this cave. They say that the Orient Mine is home to over 250,000, and I had some fellow hikers inform me that the colony has grown quite a bit and is probably at over 300,000 bats. So depending on the temperatures, you may be in for quite a show of bats. The bats start to come out right at sundown, so make sure you give yourself plenty of time if that's what you came to see. And make sure you pack some flashlights or headlamps for the hike back. Be prepared for the weather too. Storms can come pretty fast from over the mountain here with no warning, and it can make the area pitch dark. So I know when I was younger, they did not have a good guard around the mine like this. It was much more dangerous. I seem to remember just a chain link fence in some spots. But the bats would come out and fly right at you and go around you if you stood in a certain spot. It's really amazing how they use echolocation to see. Make sure you keep an eye out for neat iron ore rocks and even some old artifacts on the ground. I will be creating more great videos just like this, so please like and subscribe to support my channel. I hope you enjoy this video. I will leave you with some drone footage of the mine and surrounding area and some great footage of the bats. Thanks for watching.